wanna be free of this heart. Yeah.
It was quite a setback for me. I wasn't expecting them to say what they said, and he's telling me it's Jack, and I'm holding him for 10 minutes, and I'm like, this is not Jack.
Let's forget about tomorrow. Yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine?
I've decided that 2020 is the year I am just constantly tired. It's funny because I remember, I think it was like January 5th, January 6th, I woke up, my alarm was going off, and it was the first time that I ever turned it off and thought, I am not getting out of bed. And it was that moment that I thought something was up, and I suspected that I was pregnant. And every day since then, I have felt tired. I'm hoping next year things are going to start to improve, but yeah, it's about 7 AM, 7:15. These two just, I'm trying to get them to sleep through until 7, and they just wake up at like, if it's 5 and they're hungry, I feed them, but if it's any later than like 5:30, I try to make them wait until 7 to feed. But it's not fun because then they just kind of constantly spit out the pacifier and cry, so I don't get back to sleep. But anyway, they're very happy this morning. Happy boys. So today I'm going to do a little day in the life again, because I noticed that I got a lot of views on my last one, so you obviously liked that. I'll try my best to take you along most of the day, but I am going to speak to my mum this morning, and we're normally on the phone for about an hour and a half, so I'm going to do that now because this is probably their quietest time. In about an hour and a half they start to get fussy and need to be put down, and they're not quite on a schedule yet. I will update you all about what we're doing and our routine and stuff a little later, but sometimes one will drop off, sometimes two will drop off, it really depends. So we'll see how lucky I am today. But yeah, I'm gonna go drink a cup of tea, speak to my mum, and let these two play on the mat for a bit. Probably put some clothes on them. I don't want them getting chilly.
You're never ever scared of the dark, so why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot. It's almost like I can't stop. Can't stop.
Okay, two dress babies. Hi, good morning.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Mum. How are you?
Yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me.
Guys, I'm having to whisper because it's become a whole thing, trying to get them down to sleep. I don't know if it's too early for them to be going through a sleep regression. They are 3 months, so maybe they are a little bit already. Henry in particular is very hard work. Just managed to get him to sleep. It's taken about 20 minutes. Jack's already had a sleep, and he's now woken up. It's very difficult with the two because they don't do anything at the same time, and I need to get up. So while they're both content, I'm going to try and get ready for the day. Makeup has to become very quick and changing, and if I'm lucky, a shower happens at the most random time of the day. But yeah, I just wanted to let you all know what we're doing. It's 9 o'clock. I spoke to my mum for about an hour, and then we had some home maintenance issues, like the toilet blocking, which needed sorting out, and the dog feeding and things like that. But yeah, I've got 1 more hour until they're due a feed, so I'm gonna try and get some breakfast in for myself and keep them happy. Hopefully next time I'll see you, I'll be dressed. Okay, while I have like a few minutes, I may have to bring Jack in here because he is awake and stirring, but Henry's asleep. So I thought the best way to kind of run through their 3-month update was just to look through their journals. I did show you these journals in one of the videos before, and they're really cute. They go from birth to 18 years, and even though it's a bit of an effort trying to fill it in and room to fill it in, I am really enjoying it. So let me just grab Jack. Let's say hi. You're gonna say hi. You're gonna say hi. You wanna come on the video? There you go. So basically you need to remember to fill it in as you go because you will not remember everything. I've already had a few parts that I'm forgetting. Hey? A few things that mummy's forgetting because you changed so quickly. So the 3-month milestones, we've had a lot of blowouts. Blowouts are becoming a thing. Jack especially does not go to the toilet for quite a few days in a row and then he'll have a blowout. Henry's a bit more consistent. The sleep is a whole thing. To be honest, they're really, really good. About 2 weeks ago, they're currently 14 weeks, so maybe a little bit earlier. About 11 and a half, 12 weeks, we started to put them down at 7 consistently. Every other night we bath them, and the nights that we don't bath them, I just strip them down and give them a little massage and then put them in their PJs and put them to bed. But they feed at 7 and they go down, and we just see how it goes. But they've been really good on the whole. I find that their main stretch at night is from 7. I know in the books it says to give them their like dream feed at like 10:30, but I found that I was doing that and these boys would just wake up 3 hours later and want to eat again. They just want to eat all the time, don't you? So I found leaving them until they wake and stir at that initial part of the night, I'm getting more hours myself, so I let them wake me up and tell me when they want to eat. Sometimes it's 11, sometimes it's 12, but yeah, they're doing a good stretch that first part of the night, and then consistently feeding like every 3 hours. I think we've hit a bit of a sleep regression. I was saying earlier in the video, literally last week, dead on when they turned 3 months, they started to become a bit frustrated trying to go down, more so in the day. We haven't experienced too much at night, thank God. I'm sure it's about to come, but in the day they struggle to kind of go down and have their naps. Probably I could be more consistent with the way they go down, but it's so tricky with 2, it really is. They never sleep at the same time, so to try and coordinate putting them down in a dark room and get them both to sleep is just very tricky. And then obviously if one's crying, I don't want him to wake the other one up, so we're doing what we can. They are pretty good at sleeping wherever, whenever they're tired. It just takes a little bit of time to get them down. Like Henry just a minute ago took about 20 minutes. While you were sleeping, he was struggling, and now he's down and Jack's awake. But on the whole, Jack is the easier child right now. I'm sure it will switch, but Henry is a bit of a drama queen and everything is a bit of a big deal for him. So yeah, you're a good boy, aren't you? As long as one of them is easier than the other at all times, I'll manage. How is your baby feeding? Feeding very well. I tried to weigh Jack this morning. I have to weigh myself first and then I work out the difference, but I worked out that he was 15.5 pounds, and that's quite heavy for a 3-month-old. What unique quirks does your baby have? I feel bad because I'm finding it tricky to like notice too many differences between them, but you are very giggly. You very, very giggly. And Henry is very, very loud. When he cries, when he laughs, when he tries to speak, he is very, very loud. You're quite quiet. And then in terms of like development, it's sort of the same thing. Jack is very happy just to chill. When I put him on his tummy on the playmat, he most of the time just lays there, whereas Henry is much more like, he feels a bit more advanced. He's trying to get up, he's trying to see lots of things. Yesterday we had like our first roll in the cot, so he's just a little bit ahead of you in that respect. Favorite toys? I'm just going through what's listed in this journal, by the way. That's where I'm getting these bullet points from. Toys, you're not really too fussed on toys. They love the playmat, the dandy ball, and they love the mirror, but so far they're not really interested in too many toys. Hopefully soon, because that will be nice to occupy them with a bit more. I do find I'm struggling at the moment. They're awake a lot. That was another thing, when we hit 3 months, it was suddenly like, wow, they're awake all the time. The naps really, really reduced, and with 2 just being me, they just don't want to be laying down, and I can't hold them both, so it is a challenge to try and keep them both happy without holding them both. What size of clothes is your baby wearing? They're completely out of 3 months, so we're buying 6 months for them now, because you're a chubber monster. Yeah. And yeah, that's everything for the 3-month mark in the book. Okay, time is up. Henry's crying and they're due to eat very shortly, so I'll be back a little bit later. I'm going to try and get some breakfast in myself and yeah, take you through the rest of my day. You're not really sure what we're going to do yet for the rest of the morning, are we? Hmm? Hi, you want to say hi to the video? Hi! God, it's like a whirlwind. Oh! This is what I mean about the drama queen. You're a drama queen, aren't you? You're very, very miserable. But I love you. But I love you. A lot more content. A lot more miserable. Hey! Look! You gonna look at the camera? Are you gonna be a good boy for a minute so I can cut your nails? Now I need this hand. So miserable. You're so miserable, aren't you? You just want cuddles. Is this nice? And afterwards you're gonna have your vitamin drops. You hate those. Give me your little finger. Henry Jenkins, you are hard work. Aren't you? Are you such hard work? Guys, this thing is just a lifesaver for cutting nails. All I'd say is you need to make sure you get the corners because that's where they cut themselves. You get sharp corner nails, don't you? Guys, it's 9:30. I'm so hungry. I've got Aled to go make my eggs because these boys are not giving me any time this morning. But yeah, this is how disjointed my morning normally is. You want your nails done? Nails and vitamin drops? We've got Henry here. And how's Jackster? Yeah, he's such a good boy. Give me the nails. They love to clench their fists. I think soon they stop doing that. I'm quite looking forward to that. It'll be easier to cut your nails. Good boy. Is it funny? Are you giggling? Are you giggling? Is it funny? Who's that? Right, you want your vitamin drops? Ready? Why you got a hair there? Ready? Please don't dribble it all out. Is that nice? Good boy. Apologies how choppy this video is. I just wanted to give you an idea of how my morning is. And I cannot video and do things, so I'm kind of updating you as we go. But boys have just been fed. Jack fell asleep. And Henry's wide awake. This is what I mean, typical. And I am going to have my breakfast, which I had brought up. Eggs on toast is my staple. If I don't have oats, I have eggs on toast. So yeah, I'm gonna go and enjoy that, and then it'll be time to take Hendrix out on a walkie. I have to schedule this in as well with Aled because he's working from home and has phone calls, and the minute I leave, they start crying. I'm gonna go and enjoy my eggs. Someone else wants to enjoy my eggs? No, you're not having any. No, you're not having any. They're mummies. Okay, I'm out with Hendrix. Do you know, honestly, this is like a bit of me time just to have away from the two bubbers. As much as I love it, it's just nice to kind of chill out and have a moment to myself. So this tends to be it. When I walk the dog, this is the only sort of time that I get. I will say, having Hendrix has been one of the hardest things. When we found out we were having twins, I knew walking him would not be easy. I can't just put one of the babies in a carrier and walk him, which would be a dream. And he will walk with the stroller, but just where we live it's not very easy, and the sidewalks I just find a bit dangerous, and the walk is just not pleasant. So I try and come out on my own if Aled's working from home, and if he goes into the office we'll come down to this park and we'll just play ball. Give it to me. Today we're just playing ball because we're actually going out this afternoon. Henry has one of his physical therapy appointments, which I am going to talk about a bit more in detail a little later. We had our first appointment with him last Thursday, I think, and it was quite a setback for me. I wasn't expecting them to say what they said, and I wasn't expecting to have to go back. So yeah, at the moment we're going to be going weekly to see how he gets on, but I'm quite excited today to see what happens. So I think I'll update you after the appointment. That way I have more to explain about what's going on with him. But yeah, me and Hendrix are going to spend a little time now, if he'll ever give me the ball to throw. Yeah, come on in, come on in. He's already gone before I've even thrown the ball. Yeah. So I tricked him.
Should I hide away forever?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some fresh air and enjoy this moment of peace.
Close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time. I remember that it's over. Yeah.
Ollie,
You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind.
Give me the ball, give me.
It's almost like I can't stop, can't stop. Yeah.
So I got back and Natalie was holding one of the babies, no prize in guessing who, and just won't settle on his own. So
do you want to tell him about what happened?
What happened? Oh yeah, and I thought it was Jack, and he's telling me it's Jack, and I'm holding him for 10 minutes and I'm like, this is not Jack. So clearly I'm gonna have to be prepared for if they ever hurt themselves in the future and you ring me up, you better know which one it is. Yeah, now he decides to sleep, so I'm gonna try and I want to make some mince pies, so I'm gonna try and do that with him on here, but I don't know, I've seen other people do it. It's not very easy, but we're gonna try. Probably get him covered in flour. These, by the way, are the baby Bichon carriers. Really, really good. I think you can fit them in there from 0 to 35 pounds, I think. Very comfortable. You've got cold little tootsies. No, I just changed you and you've done a wee-wee. We're going out in a minute. I don't have time to keep changing you. And you. Chubba wubba legs. Chubba wubba leggies. Time to feed, and then the mad rush to get into the car and get going. Okay, we're just arriving at Henry's PT appointment. I was going to update you all about what's been going on with him on the journey, but I've totally forgotten, so I'll do it when I get home. But we've got an hour's appointment, and then last time it was rush hour, but I think we'll make it home before rush hour, won't we? So should be home about 4, and then I'll update you all then. What do you say, Jack? What do you say? Can you show us your newfound giggles? What if I touch these tootsie toes? Tickly tickly toes. Ooh. Can I have a giggle? Yeah, you're doing what the PT said you should be doing. Putting your hands to your mouth. That was actually one of the milestones for a 3-month-old baby. They should be putting their hands to their mouth and sort of sucking their hands now. Okay guys, we've just got back from Henry's physical therapy appointment. I'm going to insert here some videos that we managed to take while we were there. Actually, Alid managed to stealthily take these because I was kind of interacting with the lady doing the exercises. I didn't want her to think that I wasn't interested or concentrating. So here Henry is at his appointment.
Hands in the net. Clap, clap, clap your hands. Turn, yep, turn your hands. Bring your hands to your nose. Okay, again. I want you to see your hands here in the net. Yep. Now taking you out. Oh yeah. Much better now, right? Good job here.
So yeah, we've literally just got home and I've quickly brought them upstairs to feed them, and I thought now was probably a good time just to run through with you a little bit about what's been going on with Henry. So back to our 2-month doctor's appointment, I actually brought up to the doctor that he had a slightly flat head, and she said that it wasn't really much to be concerned about, but she booked us in for an appointment to see the physical therapist just to make sure. And I kind of went to the appointment last Thursday thinking it would be just the one session and she'd say that it really wasn't as bad as we thought it was and there was nothing to worry about and I was just overreacting, but unfortunately that was not the case. She said it was moderate to severe, and what he's got is actually called torticollis, and it's basically tightening of the neck muscles on one side, I think neck and shoulder on one side, so he has a tendency to have his head always in the other direction. That has happened in the womb because he was so squished. So he's basically just really tight one side, and if it doesn't clear by 6 months he will have to wear one of those helmets, which I really want to prevent. So she's giving us loads of exercises and we're going weekly for hour sessions. He did, oh, we have a bit of sick, hang on 1 second. So yeah, we are going for weekly sessions for 1 hour for the moment. We'll probably skip Christmas week, but then we'll carry on. And she's working with him just to kind of loosen those muscles. Yeah, I've got 3 months to help him with this. I really don't want him wearing a helmet, so we will see. What else was I going to tell you about it? Oh, she said the reason that it's so important for us to work on him is if he was to stay always looking that one way, not only obviously his head won't even out, but he will be like imbalanced because he will think the center of his body is to that one side. So I'll be honest, we had a really rough week this week, like last weekend and the beginning of this week. He was a bit uncomfortable from having the session and from me working with him doing a lot of exercises over the weekend. He was crying a lot more than usual, and I think they just switched into this 3-month sort of, they just changed a lot, and me and Aled felt like we just didn't have a moment. On top of that, I had really bad back pain, and then Aled has had a very busy, stressful week of work, so all of that all together just made us lose the plot a little bit, and we did get very irritable with each other. And actually my last vlog, which was Hendrix's birthday, that Sunday was quite a rough day. So yeah, it's been probably the hardest week we've had since bringing them home, but the nice thing is that you never know what to expect. So every day is a new day and you get through it, and I love them to pieces, so we'll sort it out. But yeah, it really knocked me back, the appointment with Henry, because I thought everything was going to be fine. I thought it was just me worrying too much, but who knows, maybe we'll get to 6 months and he'll be much better, so fingers crossed for that. But I am actually doing so much more work with him on the playmat and all these exercises and stuff, so that's taking up a lot of my days. But yeah, let me know if you'd be interested in knowing more about it, and maybe I can do a video purely on that and show you kind of what things I'm doing with him. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here because I feel like it's going to be quite a long one when I come to editing it, but it's now 4:30. We are going to chill out for a couple of hours. I've got a lot of laundry to go through and sort out in their room, and then at 7 I'll be putting them down and just having dinner, and not much else really. It gets to this point of the day and I'm like done in. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this one, and it's so soon to Christmas, I can't believe it. That's another thing I need to do, a bit of wrapping tonight. Is that funny? And yeah. You're gonna say bye, boys? I hope I updated you all well enough for their 3-month update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The laughing and the cooing, definitely a lot more of that. Actually, I was just looking at 3 months, some of the things that they're doing. Laughs and smiles, recognizing your face and scent, that is one thing that they're really doing. They started like tracking with their eyes, so if they're sat somewhere and I walk past them, they will be like, follow me. It's really cute. And yeah, definitely reacting to us and reacting to our voices. But yeah, it's really cool seeing their development, and I'm sure it's just going to get quicker and quicker, so I'm excited for month 4. Hope you all like this one. As always, if you liked it, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.